A very good evening, sir. Welcome to MCU Darshan. And as you were here for, enlightening us about the science communication and its role in 2047 Viksit Bharat. So, the question or the query I have is like, what do you mean by science communication?
Yeah, I am also thinking the same. What we mean by science communication, because for many persons many concepts are there, so there is no uniform definition, and there is no point in having a uniform definition, because science communication is regional specific, it is cultural specific, and it is language specific. In my opinion, science communication is having 3 branches at least, and without knowing these 3 branches or the impact of science communication, we are trying to teach the students about science communication as if it is just like sports journalism or development journalism. There are 2 purposes. It is a mission rather than a profession. Science communication is a mission, whereas the other these things are can be considered as a profession. So, when the purpose of the other branches of journalism are just to inform, other things are there, ethics is something else is there, but still mainly it is information. The science communication have a particular one more objective, that is to inculcate scientific temper among the masses. It is a social service, and the main problem is that we never consider it as a social service. It is just like a profession. So what? Nobody is interested. So we cannot cater the interest of the students. And the second thing is that, I told you, there are 3 branches. It is not from anywhere, it is from my own experience. That is, one is, the first thing is peer group communication, the second is elite science communication, and the third is grassroots level communication or popular science communication. What we want to spread, popularize is this grassroots level communication, because it will affect the toiling millions of our society, poor people, the underdogs. We can, if it is politically correct, we can call underdogs, because in this peer group communication nobody is interested other than the peers. But then elite communication, all the major standard English newspapers and others are giving the all details of the scientific advancement, discoveries and all the like, which common man is not at all interested, because in general news it can be provided. But when we are trying to popularize science, because popularizing science is a basic need for the growth of the country, the growth of the society, the well-being of the society. Without science and scientific thinking and scientific temper, or inculcating the scientific temper, the country will not progress. If our country has progressed a lot, the main reason is that the old generation of journalists who popularize science without any motto, without any hidden agenda. But what happened is that nowadays many a time, many people, many groups are having their own agenda, and they are trying to put their agenda in force. And another issue is, you can ask that belief, that issue.
Yeah. So, there are popular beliefs and the superstition, and I think that there is a thin line between it. So, like, how to eradicate the superstition, and the confirmed biasness is also existing. So what could be the role of science communication in eradicating superstition, and let people know about this is the confirmed biasness, and it is not good even for them as an individual and as a community as whole?
Yeah, eradication of superstitions, of course, it is necessary, and I think it is the duty of science communicators. But at the same time, there is not a thin line, it is a watertight line, I think, because first of all we have to define what is superstition. This mere belief of a group of people or of a community or of a caste cannot be considered as a superstition. If we consider all such things are superstition, naturally a sense of inoculation effect will be cultivated in the people against science. So, many a time what the groups, pressure groups or certain NGOs are creating, oh this is not good, that is not good, that is superstition. So, maybe hundreds and thousands of people are worshipping or devoting their life and mind for a particular this thing. How can we call it a superstition? If the belief become detrimental to the interest of the society at large, yeah, well, we can call it as a superstition. So, such type of superstitions should be eradicated. So, instead of that, these people, the so-called people, the so-called science communicators are doing a sort of nonsensical things. That is a major problem that this field face. And as I told you earlier, this grassroots level science communication, we discussed the matter, because for even for journalists, they are not interested. Exceptions are there, but they are not interested. Then the presumption that people are not interested. Why people are not interested? We are not providing the stories or news in such a manner which is palatable to them. We are not giving. If you are giving some hard news like politics or crime, how is it possible to read? Nobody is taking any effort to make science simple. I am not speaking about the science hard news only, no, but the science as a whole. You can write article, you can write feature, anything and everything. I have already explained in that meeting that I am using stories, film songs, adages or whatever it may be, but you should have empathy. Without empathy, if you write something in science, nobody will read it. Nobody means the real audience, the downtrodden people. More than 80% of the country people, they are downtrodden, they are having their own belief, they are maybe illiterate, neo-literate or semi-literate or whatever it may be. For inculcating scientific temper among them, we have to give science in such a manner which is palatable to them, otherwise it will be a big flop. So, mere board of science communicators will not help.
So, as we have science communication as a course here in MCU also, so like the students who are opting or who want to opt the science communication, what message would you like to, give to them?
I know I am not an very big person to give a message to the people. I am a grassroots level science communicator. In my mother tongue, I am doing a lot of things, and from my experience I am describing all these things. So, if you continue to teach journalism, science journalism as an academic outfit only, just like development communication or sports journalism, it will not succeed. What we need is popular science communication. Rather than theories, rather than concepts or whatever it may be, we should teach our students to have a special type of approach towards treating science. Otherwise, it is very difficult. Basic traits of journalism is highly necessary. Other than that, something else is needed, and it is very difficult to explain it.
Thank you so much, sir, for enlightening us and throwing light on a very important and essential topic which is direly required to understand and to develop the scientific temperament, I think, because so that the kind of stampede which we witness, such kind of thing don't happen again. Thank you so much.
Namaste.